What's going on? It's Ashley Banjo. I just want to say good luck to
Good evening, everyone. I'm Anna Kennedy.
I'm Maggie Patterson from Pineapple from Art School.
Yay! It's our 5th year. Can you believe it's been 5 years that we've been doing Autism's Got Talent? Put your hand up if you've been to every single one. How dare you not been to every single one? Right, do you know what? It's been an amazing day. We started at 9 o'clock. We've been rehearsing. You are in for a real big show. Have you got your tissues?
Yeah, get your tissues ready. It's going to be emotional.
It's a roller coaster. We've got some really fantastic acts. And we are going to be on BBC Breakfast on Monday.
So keep smiling, everyone. You might be on the telly.
Yeah. So, Maggie, do you want to talk a little bit about how it's been for you with Autism's Got Talent?
Well, it's just amazing. When I first met Anna and she introduced me to her wonderful project at the school and everything that she does for all these children and adults on the autistic spectrum is incredible. So to put an event on like this, to get them all on stage, not in competition, but just applauding their wonderful talent is just wonderful. It's very emotional and it's just very humbling as well.
Yeah, we normally have 20 acts, but I squeezed 23, and I rang Austin and I went, 23! We've got acts from Croatia. We've got acts from Sweden. We have act from Canada and from America. Woo! And from all across the United Kingdom. So, over to you, Maggie, because we're going to get ready now for our roller coaster ride.
Yeah. Hold on to your seats, people. Put your safety belts on. Yeah, it's going to be a roller coaster. So we're very proud to be involved with Anna on many events that she does at Pineapple. And so we're very happy to be opening the show with some of our students who range from age 6 to 18. And it was May the 4th the other day. So we thought we'd start off with a May the 4th be with you number. So a bit of Star Wars from our dancers from Pineapple Performing Arts School to set off the show.
Thank you. A big round of applause, everyone.
Jedi scum. Copy that. There he is. Halt! Stop him! Blast him!
Well, that did me for the evening. Been a bit of a geek. I enjoyed that. That was fantastic. I was back there with my little lightsaber. No laughing. Naughty people on the front row. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to chat throughout the evening. Those who don't know me, my name is Austin. I'm the young, dynamic, skinny, good-looking one of the team. Horrendous sense of humour as well. We've got a lot to pack in this evening, so we might start whistling through some of the introductions. First, I'd like to welcome up onto the stage a lovely young lady. Many of you will have seen her featuring in the A Word recently as the lovely daughter. Ladies and gentlemen, please can I have a big warm round of applause for the lovely Molly Wright.
Hello. Okay, so next we have Beth Payne, who is 13 years old and she loves to sing. She passed her grade 2 musical theatre singing exam with a distinction, so well done, Beth. Beth loves drama and has performed as the part of Wendy in the production of Peter Pan with her drama group. Her other interests include history, reading, and listening to songs from musicals as well as singing. Beth finds singing a great way to relax, so please welcome to the stage, Beth Payne.
Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, another big round of applause for Beth! Someone backstage just said to me, Austin, you don't half look happy this evening. I said, no, I'm high as a kite. Have you smelt all this perfume and hairspray back there? Every time I go back there, I get happier. To be fair, Anna's not sure whether I'm smiling or it's trapped wind, because it's a bit debatable with me. Okay, next up, ladies and gentlemen, we have the wonderful Paul Davidson. Paul developed his interest in dance 5 years ago. This was triggered by the TV show Got to Dance. Paul is particularly interested in street dance styles and experimental approaches to choreography. Paul currently attends Sybil Elgar School, National Autistic Society, where he continues to develop his skills with his educational pathway, focusing on dance and dance making. So, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to like this. Please welcome to the stage, Paul Davidson! What did we think of that? Hey, pretty good, hey? Nice little dance there. If anyone can catch Paul as he's leaving the building, that suit is mine. I want that. It's either that or we're going to have to get a big white sheet to put on the stage and get some poster paints and everyone's going to start flicking them at me. And the only thing that worries me about that is that Anna just straight away went, yep, I'll do that. Big tin of Magnolia or something. I can see that coming. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a long year since you were all last here. Who was with us last year? Like I said, we always like to see some repeat offenders coming back. We have the usual lovely groups that we like to just mention. Crawley, let's have the Crawley. Autism Support Crawley. Lovely. Everest are here as well. The Everest go. Whoa, at the back there, lovely. And also, there's a really dodgy lot at the back there. Ashford, all the guys from Ashford. Lovely. All little parent sport groups we've all linked with and, you know, we've come to know. I'm going to welcome up next onto the stage. He's a lovely man. And we often say these things because that's the right thing to say. But this gentleman is a lovely man. Ladies and gentlemen, can I please welcome onto the stage Robin Windsor.
Good evening, everybody. You all having a great night so far? Amazing. Right, up next, we've got a wonderful young boy. His name's Keegan Rylander. Keegan is 14 years old and has been playing the guitar for about 3 years now. He's always loved his music. It plays a very important role in his life as it helps him escape from bad days. Keegan finds playing the guitar a way to express his feelings rather than bottle them up. In the early days, Keegan had issues with his behaviour, which did get him into a lot of trouble at school. But now, at Derrymount Special School, things are much better. His ambition in life is to join the police service, but if he had the opportunity to have a music career, he'd jump at the chance. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please welcome Keegan Rylander.
Maybe you're lost, maybe you're scared, maybe you're lonely or you haven't got there yet. You're falling apart, come away at the seams, and even when you're wide awake, you're drowning in your don't know how wonderful you are. So maybe I should show you now that you have a halo, that you have a halo, that you have a halo that maybe you don't know. That you have a halo, that you have a halo, that you have a halo, that maybe you don't know. What is the use? Oh, we're just giving in. You know that if you keep this up, you'll be more scars than skin. Maybe once in a while I could help you, because they say your problem shared is a problem cut in two. So wonder you don't know how wonderful you are to me. So maybe I should show you now that you have a halo, that you have a halo, ever hate love? Did you ever hate love? Did you ever hate love? And maybe you don't know.
Keelan! Okay, we've got a little bit of setup time for the next performers. You can see I'm sporting a very fashionable scarf at this moment in time. I can see a Tottenham supporter staring at me there. We have a bit of a connection with West Ham. As a charity, we've been working with West Ham for a couple of years now, and specifically this year, we actually started a fully inclusive programme with West Ham United. Now, there are lots of places that say, oh, inclusive, we do inclusive. Yes, I do inclusive. And if you go to some of the wonderful football grounds and other sports stadiums and schools and wonderful facilities around the country, we've all experienced this. You turn up and everyone says, we're inclusive. By golly, we're inclusive. We've even got inclusive of a capital I above the sign. Everyone walks in and you say, okay, so what do you do then? What exactly is inclusive? And they say, well, if you go over there, you can see all the people that are hard of hearing, they're playing over there. And you go, oh, good, that's lovely, that's nice. And all the people that have got some sight issues, they're all over there, they're all playing over there. And you go, oh, that's lovely. And they say, we've got people in wheelchairs, they're all playing over there. And you go, that's lovely as well, isn't it? Okay. And they say, yeah, well, we've got the physically able, they're here as well. They're you know, it's inclusive. And you go, good, where are they? And they say, well, they're in that pitch over there across the road. And you sort of stand there and you sort of scratch your head and you think, well, that to me isn't very inclusive, is it? Do you think that's inclusive? No, inclusivity means, you know, everyone getting together. Let's have a go at doing things together. So with West Ham, and one of Anna's wonderful ideas that she had a number of years ago, 3 o'clock in the morning when she called me up and said, Austin, always worries me. And it always worries me because I'm normally doing something naughty at 3 o'clock in the morning, like having my last gin and tonic. And I worry that when Anna calls me and says that she's got a camera in my room. We got together with West Ham and we've had a sports project running which has been in the schools in the East End of London. And what happens is older students are working with younger students. They're working with all the SEN students. They're playing table tennis. They're playing football together. Able-bodied, on the spectrum, every disability you can think of. And the first week I went, it was one of the most terrifying things I've ever seen in my life. The last week when I went and we had a tournament, all the children playing with other schools, all the table tennis tables all set up, and I walked in and I said to one lad, there's all these young lads stood behind these table tennis tables, all on the spectrum, and I said, there's a problem here. None of you have got your bats or your paddles. And they all looked at me and went, no, it's all right, my friend's gone to get them. And every single person had paired off, they'd made a friend who was older, who'd become a mentor, and all the children that were coming up from the school below were brought up as part of their transition, and those are the first people they met. Does everyone think that sounds pretty good? I think that's a pretty cool way for us all to work with disabilities. I'm on the spectrum myself, I have disabilities, and I like being with other people. I don't want to play on a pitch that's out the back and round the corner. So let's just have a little bit of a cheer for West Ham and let's all be inclusive, we can do this. So, next up, you're going to like this. Coming onto the stage next, we have the amazing Jan Šoković. Jan is 15 and he's from Croatia. There's some flags flying at the back there. Even before his first birthday, Jan showed affinity towards music, which calmed him and occupied his attention for almost 1 hour, which is rather unusual for a baby of 10 months. He used music to perform usual daily activities and daily therapy, particularly when Jan did not want to cooperate and was unwilling. So music just helped him to unwind and calm and just made life a little bit easier for him to work his way through. When Jan was less than 3 years old, he received a diagnosis of pervasive developmental disorder with difficulties in communication and then started to attend kindergarten. From 2008, he has attended a school program in a specialist centre for autism. Till this date, music remains the most important part of his life. Please give a warm welcome, playing Is There a Place for Me? Ladies and gentlemen, Jan Shokjevic.
Da, zajja, miejsca za mnie. Da. 1, 2, 3, 4. I smok mene, ja sok sebe, i to chcę. I mamy ty półowcze. I my włócze swoją wizji, jako poezji. Stinio smoku, wizji mogę możemy spisać. Stoi netko. Jakie można i mały dom, miejsca za mnie, za swimana kopamie, to mój dar, ja se uszuję tebe, pewnie za okupie, lekny kujgrani, mocni ciężki super tajno, do knekani. So your godi Sa sperma da se baci Bądź jakie usta I mały dom A miejsca za mnie Za zimana chłopie Do wojna I mały kłon za mnie Za swimana kopamie To mój dom Ja se uszuję po tebe Miejsca za mnie Za swimana kopamie To mój dom
Ladies and gentlemen, Jan. Let's have those flags in the air. Wave the flags. I was getting a bit carried away there. I was having a bit of a dance backstage, which in these trousers, I can tell you, is no mean feat. I dance one way and the rest of me goes the other way. It's quite frightening. Next up onto the stage, ladies and gentlemen. You thought Jan was good. It's just going to get better and better now, okay? Can we have a little, I'll tell you what, whilst we're here, let's just have a little round of applause for our technicians, our crew here. Look at them. That's Sarah, just going off there, and that's Daphne. Lovely ladies. They've been ever so nice all afternoon. Next up onto the stage, we're going to have Liam McMath. We've got the Liam fan club in. Liam is 15 years old and was diagnosed with severe autism at the age of 3. He has difficulty with expressive language and is non-verbal. Okay? Everyone got that? Non-verbal. At the age of 9, he started listening and playing a variety of music, from ABBA to Queen and everything in between. A man of good taste, that's what I say. You should see me dancing to a bit of ABBA. No, yeah, I'm the dancing queen. He has established an amazing ability to communicate his feelings through his keyboard. Liam has played in various disability charity concerts, and he loves to see how his music makes people feel, sharing his passion and expressing his thoughts and feelings. Playing his keyboard is a valuable communication tool for him. And because his family honour his love for music, he honours them with his gift for playing, entertaining and singing. And let me tell you something else very special about Liam. We often hear, people often say, you've all heard this, who's heard this? There's no emotion, there's no feeling in autism, is there? Hey, who's heard that? Who's had that? Come on, speak up, who's heard that? No empathy, no sympathy. Earlier on, I was rather stressed, believe it or not. I was having a little moment, sort of just hitting my head on the wall, as you do every now and then. And young Liam, he was just coming off the stage, and this is, he's non-verbal, and you could think, okay, bless him. He came straight up to me, and he wanted to give me a hug. And he wanted to give me a hug, and he just wanted to just gently brush my arms. And I went to say, oh, Liam, thanks ever so much. I just got something to do. No. And he just kept stroking my arms, because he knew that just for a moment, I just needed to stop. And that's one of those just little wonderful moments that happens as the day goes on. And I thought that was so wonderful, I turned away and walked straight into a wall because I wasn't concentrating. So as relaxing as Liam was, I got a blooming great big bruise on the front of my head. I nearly swore then. Be careful, Austin. So, ladies and gentlemen, are we all ready there, Jim? Are we ready to go? Ladies and gentlemen, please, welcome onto the stage. Let's not clap too loudly to start with. Ladies and gentlemen, Liam!
Yeah. This is wonderful. Gola, Autism, get well about the weapon. The far. Walla about the world, walla of faith, walla for go laugh. That's the way. Gola, Autism, get well about the weapon. Gola, Autism, get well about the weapon. Walla for go laugh.
Ladies and gentlemen, Liam! Ladies and gentlemen, I've been asked to make a polite comment. They said make it polite because he's a nice man. Young Jim here, is it all right to call you Young Jim? That's fine. The family have been extolling to me. Jim has been working with Liam as a teaching assistant, high-level teaching assistant. What Jim doesn't know isn't worth knowing. When schools and everyone tell us, well, we can't do this, we can't get trained people, this isn't possible, no, we can't do that, it costs too much money, takes too much time, he's there. Ladies and gentlemen, can I have a round of applause for Jim? Liam has an amazing ability to touch us all and reach out to us all with his music, but it is important that we do stop and we just understand that the wonderful work that people like Jim do. Jim keeps kicking me because I think he wants to get off the stage. Jim, thanks for everything you do, and if you've ever got any intention of ever changing your job, it's not happening, mate. All right, okay, you're stuck for life because this lot, they're all going to want you next. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Jim. Okay, that was a bit of time well filled, didn't it? I'm getting good at this. Next up onto the stage, I've got a bit of an issue with this because once again, this happens year on, year out. All the fellas are young and good looking. Robin just winked at me. I don't know what that means. He's laughing now. Don't say anything, Steve. Ladies and gentlemen, can I welcome up to the stage this dashing young fella? You'll also recognise him from the A word. It's Lee Ingleby!
How's everybody? Okay, I'm going to introduce Angus Baskerville. Now, Angus is 20. He lives in Warwickshire with his family and his best friend Cleo, who's a Great Dane. Now, his life has been all about change. He spent much of his early life in Hong Kong and Cape Town in South Africa, attending 13 schools. He was diagnosed with ASD and ADHD at only 15 on his return to the UK. And he has faced and overcome many challenges along the way. Now, Angus became interested in magic in 2012, and his success in it is an example of how someone who is not supposed to be able to concentrate due to ADHD can develop an extremely high level of focus once a passion is unlocked. Angus is studying a BTEC in animal management at college with the aim of building a career in training assistance dogs, which is brilliant, along with his magic business, of course. So please, welcome to the stage, Mr. Angus Baskerville.
evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. As you heard, my name is Angus. I'm a magician, and I'd like to start tonight by showing you the first trick I ever learnt. When I first learnt magic, it involved a small silk square. Thank you very much. Thank you. But that was 3 years ago. I've more recently, over the years, been fascinated with the human mind and persuasion, and I'm here to demonstrate that to you tonight. And to do so, I'm going to need 5 people to come up and help me on stage. So, Anna, can you be my first volunteer? And can you pick 4 other people for me to come up and help? Thank you very much.
Robin? Stephen? Heather? And Phil?
Thank you very much. Would you mind taking a seat? So, Anna, can you take a seat? As we're in a theatre, can you take a seat as well? Thanks. I brought along a book by playwright Tom Stoppard to read the minds of these 5 people. So, can one of you stand over here by me here? Yeah, okay, if you can stand here. Thank you very much. I've got a special job for you. What's your name?
Anna.
Good to meet you. I'm going to get Anna to choose a single word from inside this book. So as I flip through this book, can you just say stop?
Stop.
Stop right here. Okay, can you remember the first word on this page for me, please? This page here.
On the top.
Top word, first page, first word, yep.
Yep.
Got the first word?
Uh-huh.
Okay, don't forget it. In fact, I'm going to give you a pad and paper. Can you please write your word nice and big along here and hold it to your chest? Don't let me or the audience see. Can you do that?
Okay.
Okay, coming back to you 4 now. I'm going to get the 4 of them to open this book to any random page and remember a big word. So I'll pass it to you at the far end. To make it challenging, can you look through that book, remember any word, let's say 10 or more letters long. And when you're done, can you pass it along? Can you also look up a long word, 10 or more letters, make it challenging. Having to read 4 minds at once can be difficult. As people say, us on the spectrum can find it hard at reading people's body language, thoughts, and feelings. But I'm here to demonstrate that is not the case tonight, as I'm going to be reading the minds of these 4 people to discover which 4 long, challenging words the 4 of them have chosen. Long words take a while to guess. You've all got a word? Okay, thank you very much. Now, if you 4 could now think of your word hard, as if it's printed on a big TV screen between me and you on stage. Okay. First word I'm getting linked to something like bad weather. I don't know if that rings a bell to any of you. Okay. Got 1, got 2, 3 more left. Right, really send those letters to me. I'm getting some O's and B's. Quite a few vowels. Okay. Right, got 2 more left. Some P's and some H's. Okay. Got 1 more word left. If you can think of your word as a picture, can you do that for me and really imagine painting that picture in your mind? I know, takes a while. Okay, got them. Perfect. Now, if you 4 could stand up for me, that would be great. I'm going to reveal the 4 words that I got. Please listen, but don't say anything just yet. Got thunderstorm, objectionable, philosophical, and supernatural. If you heard your word, sit down. 4 to 4, look at this, wow! Thank you very much. Thank you. For someone on the spectrum, eh? That was hard, but I still have 1 more mind left to read. I haven't forgotten about you yet, don't worry. Now, you thought of a word right at the beginning. Can you now think of your word just like these four just did? And I'm going to read your mind. It's quite a short word. It's not popcorn.
Yeah, I know I'm short.
Okay? I think I've got it. But I actually think an amazing miracle has happened tonight that not even I can explain. Can you show everyone and tell them for the first time, what was your word? Tops. Tops. Thank you. Tops. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah. However, I know you guys are impressed, but that, however, is not the amazing miracle I was talking about. This was the amazing miracle. We've got T for thunderstorm, O for objectionable, P for philosophical, S for supernatural, tops. Thank you guys very much. You guys can go back to your seats now. Let's give them one more round of applause. Thank you. Cheers, all the best, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed my small taste of magic tonight. Enjoy the rest of the show. I've been Angus Baskerville. Good night. Thank you.
There's only one problem with having a magician that good backstage. We're all looking for our wallets. And he's that good, he did some sleight of hand yesterday, and I was so busy watching him, because I thought, he's not going to catch me out, and then he plucked the card that I'd chosen out of my pocket. And I've got no idea how he did that. There was moths came out of there and all sorts. Stop laughing at me, it's not very nice, is it? Okay. Everyone's got a pet moth. You laugh at the moth, I've got a pet tortoise in my pocket. He's here, tortoise goes everywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, next up on the stage we have the lovely, you're going to enjoy this one, lovely, lovely singer now, the lovely Jasmine Brinkhurst. Jasmine is nearly 12 years old. That's a bit like me being nearly 40. Cough. She lives at home in Doncaster with her mum, dad and her brother Max, who is 9. Jasmine attends Hunger Hill Secondary School. She has lots of friends and loves singing and dancing and playing her violin. Jasmine has never sung to anyone in public before. You're going to love this, though. Jasmine's mum, Sue, entered her for this tonight in December last year. This is the first time Jasmine has been to London and the first time singing on a stage, so she is a little bit nervous. But please, you're going to love this. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm round of applause for my new young friend, Jasmine Brinkhurst! Ladies and gentlemen, Jasmine! Does anyone think Jasmine should be nervous? Does everyone think Jasmine should sing again more often? I hope you heard that, Jasmine. That's everyone talking about you. Well done, darling. Absolutely brilliant. Never sung in public before or was nervous. Good grief. Okay, I'm going to just welcome up onto the stage another lovely young lady. They keep getting younger and more lovely. This is some sort of conspiracy against me, ladies and gentlemen. The lovely Melanie Sykes!
Thank you. Hello, everybody. How good is this show? Amazing. Anna, thank you for inviting me. And you weren't joking about the tissues. It's just so moving. I have a son with autism, and just watching these kids just makes me feel so positive for the future. So thank you for inviting me. Oh, gosh, so emotional. All right, so let's introduce the next act. Caitlin, she's 14 years old. This is her second appearance at Autism's Got Talent. She last performed in 2014. She's a gymnast. Sorry, I've got to blow my nose. It's seriously running, sorry. God, I'm so ladylike. Right. She's a gymnast and works at national level 2 and competes in a mainstream environment. Caitlin has an amazing passion for her sport and trains 5 days a week, as well as attending school. She manages to put several hours in the gym after school. It makes everyone else in the family tired just by watching her. When she's not at gymnastics, she also does ballet and is a singer, and is starring in her school's production of Phantom of the Opera, which will be performed later in the summer. So Caitlin is usually found upside down, but she's a bit of a triple threat and is a great gymnast, a dainty dancer, and a sensational singer. Please welcome to the stage, Caitlin Churcher.
Well done, Caitlin. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't tell you how long it took me to show how to do that earlier. 4 pairs of trousers I went through. Poetry next, you're going to love this. Next up on the stage is Callum. Callum is a performance poet and social entrepreneur. Undiagnosed until an adult, school years were troubled, isolating, and he was bullied and essentially miserable, but saved by his love of poetry and an alternative education. Callum has performed and talked on various local radio stations in Norwich, Peterborough and Lincoln, and others. He has also given and continues to engage with the community through his performances as well as authentic presentations on his life and autistic issues. Ladies and gentlemen, some poetry for you all. Let's give a warm welcome to Callum Bradsoe!
To be on the autistic spectrum is neither infection nor disease or a mixture of your deformities. It's not backward. Let's move forward, please, because labels and life are like chalk and cheese. We are not orphaned genes, scraps from what we genetically best took, failures since we were fetal. Take note, we are not textbooks, we are people. We are not oddities with locks and keys, pigeonholed as comedies or coded anomalies. We are not your intellectual properties. We own. We live. We exist. A multitude of preset myths. So let me say this audibly. I have autism, but there is so much more to me.
Ladies and gentlemen, Callum. We're getting towards the interval. The barman is ready. I've told him to expect a stampede. The raffle has been, I've got no idea what's happening with the raffle, very technical. The raffle has been done, so if you go down and check to see if you've won, you can collect your ticket in the interval. Also, please do go downstairs and take a look at the art. There's some lovely art when you go down into the bottom foyer, all done by artists on the spectrum, well worth a look, so go and have a little gander. All good stuff out there. Next up on stage, ladies and gentlemen, we have Mike Corrins. Oh yes. Diagnosed with autism at age 3, Michael Corrins best communicates through music. He was one of 10 individuals worldwide to receive the McCartan Foundation's Genius of Autism Award in 2013 and performed on Broadway during the awards ceremony. He was number 2 on the Autism Speaks list of 10 talented individuals with autism who inspired in 2014. Last year, Mike was selected to serenade the bride and groom at a first-of-its-kind all-autism wedding. That was covered by People magazine, ABC and Fox News. So Mike's face gets about, he's a well-known lad. Mike, his family have told us he's honoured to have the opportunity to come to Great Britain and perform Autism's Got Talent. Ladies and gentlemen, watch out for the little wiggle in the dance you're going to get here. Please welcome to the stage, Mike Corrins!
Everybody clap your hands. Keep on learning. Soldiers, keep on warring. World, keep on turning. 'Cause the world keeps on. keep on lying. Yeah, all your people keep on lying. Well, keep on turning, 'cause it won't be long. Oh no. So darn glad it had to try it again. The last time I lived, the whole world would see. I'm so glad that I know more than I know that. Gonna keep on trying till I reach my ground. Lovers, keep on loving. Believers, keep on believing. Whoa, yeah. Sleepers, just stop sleeping. 'Cause it won't be too long. Wow, yeah, 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 yeah. So darn glad you let me try it again. The last time I ever lived, the whole world was silly. I'm so glad that I know more than I know that. Gonna keep on trying till I reach my ground. Woo. Till I reach my ground. Oh no, no one's gonna bring me down. It's your track. Gonna go higher, 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 Don't you let your mind below a level. Just keep on till you reach high ground. Don't you let nobody get you on low level. Just keep on till you reach high ground. And a hey, and a ho. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Corrins and his lovely sister, Elena. Let's have a round of applause for Elena. Blimey, we had dry ice and everything going on then. Looks like a horror film when I walk out in the middle of it, doesn't it? It's not quite the late night at the Palladium. Next, I'm going to welcome up onto the stage another young lady. Just everyone's picking on me this evening. A warm round of applause for... She's going to come up, she's going to say some lovely words for our next act, Lizzie Cundy.
Thank you, everyone. And can I say how honoured I am to be tonight? What acts? Unbelievable. Now, I'm about to introduce a wonderful lady. Her name is Elizabeth Wandel, and she's born in 19 November 1968 in Borås, Sweden. She now lives in Angelholm together with her 2 cats. And in May 2012, she bought an electric guitar, and she's played it every day since. Now, Elizabeth taught herself by listening and looking at YouTube clips, and she likes reading the magazines called Guitar Techniques. Now, she likes to practice and play different kinds of music, but prefers metal and classical pieces. Her favourite band is the Japanese neoclassical metal band called Galineris with Zuru on lead guitar. Now, other interests include art, making animations, memorising card decks, and to bowl in the house league at the bowling alley. So, I want a big round of applause to the wonderful Elizabeth Wandel.
Thank you, Lizzie. Thank you, darling. got to make sure yourself. We're just going to chat for a second. We're just going to make sure that Elizabeth's all set up and she's ready to go. I'm not allowed to touch that guitar. She caught me sort of air guitaring earlier, and she just looked at me and said, there was a definite Austin. In fact, she didn't need to say it. She just gave me a look that said, Austin, if you ever touch my guitar, there's a good chance that you will wear it round the back of your head. You're going to play loud. Are you ready, darling? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Elizabeth! And I think we all have a good understanding in the audience of on the spectrum and how frustrating and annoying things can be sometimes and how difficult. So how Elizabeth actually dealt with that. Let's have another round of applause for Elizabeth. Marvellous. Wonderful. The two technicians were running around there and they kept saying, Jack, Jack, and I'm looking for someone. I'm going, Jack, who's Jack? Where's Jack? Anyone seen Jack? Is there a Jack here? I didn't know it was a plug. Silly Austin. And when I find the person that's got that first Jack plug, oh, there's going to be trouble. I've got to be polite now because it's the boss. I've got to invite up onto the stage the boss lady. Ladies and gentlemen, Anna Kennedy. There's steps, you know.
Are you enjoying yourself? Can I just say, have you seen all this fantastic, what we call it? Artwork in the background there. It's actually by one of our young students at West London Community College, and he took a long time to put this together. So can we give a big round of applause for Ross Lee, please? And can I just say, Elizabeth, when she... What are you doing?
I'm waving at Ross. He's waving back. He's at the back.
Okay. I'll let you off then.
You just thought I'd lost the plot then, didn't you?
Yep. Could just say about Elizabeth, when she applied for Autism's Got Talent, she actually thought she was too old. There's no age limit. So whatever age you are, if you'd like to enter Autism's Got Talent, and we've already got 5 entries for next year. We haven't finished the show yet. So, yes. So I'm going to introduce to you Autism with Attitude. This year, dance at Hillingdon Manor Secondary School, which is the school that I set up in 1999 for my 2 sons, has grown even bigger than previous years as we have 17 students performing on stage. This is the first year dance has gone full-time at the school, and as a result have managed to prepare a huge showcase that is bigger and better than ever before. The students have also performed at a flash mob on behalf of the British Red Cross and raised over £1,000 for charity and are currently in a draw to perform at the O2 Arena. Woohoo! I was actually at the flash mob in the town centre and the mayor came and they actually taught him how to whip a nay-nay. Is that right? This is also the first year that their teacher will not be on stage. He is dying because he loves to dance. And because of the extra hours in their timetables, they have managed to pull off the piece on their own. They have all worked extremely hard, putting countless hours of sweat into their preparation and have made their dance teacher incredibly proud. They have well and truly become Autism with Attitude. Please give a warm welcome to Autism with Attitude!
Sleep now under my skin. Make sure you try to control the wind and ease my mind. his face. You don't look by the plate. You cower in the corner, cornfied in your father. Let it out inside. Let it pass away. Wait there, pull yourself out of this state, dear. Acknowledge you were a fake here. From there on, you might just go. Somebody call out to your brother. He's calling out your name. Hiding under the covers with no one else to blame. Oh, you're gonna hurt my true neighbor. You're gonna say it to his face. You won't know about the
I'm OG, y'all new to the game. I'm OG, y'all new to the game. New.
Ladies and gentlemen, Autism without a tune! Well done, guys. They were quite good, weren't they? Okay, we just got a couple of announcements to make, and then it'll be the interval. Make sure you check out the art, go and check the raffle, go and drink as many pints of gin and tonic as you can as possible. We normally have a 25-minute break. When 25 minutes are up, we have to start, otherwise we start running out of time. I'm now going to ask to come back up onto the stage, the boss lady, the lovely Anna Kennedy.
God, weren't they good? I'm so proud of him. And give a big round of applause for Jonathan. He worked so hard with those children. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to make a couple of announcements. But before I do that, I'd like to introduce to you Ryan Wiggins, who's our young patron. So a big round of applause for Ryan. Come on the stage, please, Ryan. Ryan performed on Autism's Got Talent 2 years ago, and then he's followed me around. I can't get rid of him. But basically we do road shows as well. We're going to Middlesbrough. Last year we were at Middlesbrough, and this year we're going again to a bigger and better theatre. I always say I can talk about Autism's Got Talent, but you have to be here, don't you, to experience how good it really is. So Ryan, I'd just like to announce as well, only recently has been awarded the Diana Award. So a big round of applause for Ryan. So, the charity has patrons. So, Ryan's one of our young patrons. Stephen at the front is one of our patrons. So, this year, I always like to add extras. I drive my team mad. I'd just like to thank my team, by the way. They work really hard. My A team, Lisa, Tally, and Austin, and the charity champions who are volunteers, and all our volunteers. We couldn't do it without some. Big round of applause for them as well, please. Okay, so I've got an idea for ambassadors now. So we've never had ambassadors because we feel we need to spread the word of autism so that our young people can be accepted. So the first autism ambassador I'm going to announce is going to be Mr. Phil Wills. Phil Wills is a father of Josh Wills and Elliot and Marnie. He lives in Truro, Cornwall. Phil campaigned to get Josh moved from his hospital in Birmingham to their home county of Cornwall. Phil strives to be positive and to give hope and support to other parents. So a big round of applause, and please come on the stage, Mr. Phil Wills.
Well, those that know me know I'm not normally lost for words, but thank you. Yeah, well, I only ever wanted to be the dad that Josh deserved, and I've tried to be positive from the day he was diagnosed, and I've made some films on YouTube. I'm about to put another one out next week on his homecoming, but he's physically not able to do things like this. But tonight, watching the act so far, gives me hope that one day he'll be just as talented as all these people tonight. And thank you, Anna. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Autism.
A lot of the performers have actually said it's like been the best day of their life when they perform on Autism's Got Talent, and it gives them hope to do other things. So we have another young man who used to perform on Autism's Got Talent. So Ryan's going to tell you a little bit about Aston.
Okay, so our next ambassador is Aston Avery. Aston was diagnosed with autism at the age of 2.5. He spent from the age of 4 until 11 in hospital, undergoing numerous operations. Since his experience in last year's Autism's Got Talent, Aston has devised a fundraising event for AKO called Autistic and Proud, which he aims to hold every year for the charity. Thank you. He was also lucky to have the secured scholarship through AKO to spend a year at Pineapple Dance Studios. Well done. This experience has been the principle of Aston's dreams, and he has finally felt he fits in and is able to accept his condition and embrace it. Aston is definitely autistic and proud. Please come and join us on stage.
Aston, are you in the audience? Please, can you come on down? Yay! Big round of applause for Aston. Would you like to say a few words, Aston?
Just a massive honour, really. Don't know what to say, really, but since I've been here last year, thank you for giving me the honour to be an ambassador. Also, as well, Pineapple Dance Studios, thank you. And also my family that's sitting somewhere tonight, and I'd like to say thank you to them. It's a massive honour, and definitely autistic and proud, and end of the day, I think we'd better hurry, because I know my mum and dad out there want to get a drink quickly.
Okay, everyone. So thank you to our ambassadors. So keep looking out for them. So if you're on social media, can I ask you to hashtag AGT, please, on social media, on Facebook, on Twitter. Just spread the word. So we're going to have a 25-minute strict break. So please be back as soon as possible, because we've got more fantastic acts for you to see. So enjoy your break, everyone. Thank you.